Hey ladies, for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Lisa March and I'm an exclusive Black Status presenter. And I wanted to talk with you guys just a little bit about my binder system. So I've had a few questions about it. I actually started this binder about 2 months ago after I had heard of the idea from another presenter that was having some success with it. So I decided to kind of tweak it a little bit and make some additions and make it my own and make it what works for me. So I'm just gonna go over really quickly what my binder looks like, how it's laid out, how I use it. But again, make it yours and make it something that's gonna be successful for you, because the key to this is organization and being organized for yourself and what works best for you. So I just have a regular, 1.5 inch binder. The front of the binder is actually, I use dry erase marker, and it's my checklist, and it's my daily checklist for what I want to get done Monday through Friday every single day. Some of the things include adding 5 new friends a day, following up with 5 customers, asking 10 people to book a beauty bash, sharing the opportunity with 5 people, shouting out 5 ladies on your team in a voice message, posting 3 times on Facebook, 3 times on Instagram, posting on my business page, posting in my VIP group, posting on my team page, commenting on 20 friends' posts or photos, which we're gonna get back to that in a second, having parties going at all times, and messaging and thanking those who have commented and liked. So I am able to use this checklist every day. When I sit down and I have 10 extra minutes between laundry, getting my kids to preschool, picking up my daughter from 2nd grade, I can go ahead and go, what do I need to get done? And I can go to this for the day of the week and circle my tasks. Now, I work essentially Monday through Friday. Unique is my full-time job. So Saturday and Sunday, I don't, quote, sit down and work. Yes, I always am answering messages and stuff like that. But this is my daily and weekly work schedule. So on the inside of it, my very first tab, all of this in here, this is my friends. These are every single friend of mine that is not a man or a unique presenter. And this took me a long time. I mean, you can see this is tons and tons and tons. I have it done alphabetically, not completely alphabetically, but it's alphabetical by first name. So Ashley, Amy's, all the A's are in one, I start with A's and then go to the B's. So that way I can kind of keep it organized that way. And anytime I add a new friend, they go on this list. Now, a lot of people are asking like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? I will tell you, it took me a couple days to get this method done. Now I have about a little over 1,800 friends. So I printed out my friends list and I went through and looked through each single person to see, are they a presenter? How do I know them? And I actually learned that there are a lot of people in my friends list that I'm not interacting with. They're not in my algorithm because I became friends with them. We didn't really communicate on Facebook and they just kind of dropped off my algorithm. So they're not popping up in my newsfeed. So I needed a way to interact with them. So I made this list. Now, every day you saw my checklist, I go through and comment on 20 people's posts or photos, and this is the list I use. So I start at A, and I go down the list, and I go to their profile, and I look, and I put something sincere on a picture or a post, or I send them a message, some way, interact with 20 people in my friends list that is not a presenter. And this has changed my business. It has changed my newsfeed in the past few months. I'm no longer, I love you all dearly, but I'm no longer seeing all of you in my newsfeed. I'm seeing all of these people. And by doing 20 new people every day, I'm interacting, once a month at least, I'm interacting with these same people. So it has been huge, huge for my business. So that is the biggest tab in here. And I will tell you, one of the tips when you're going through and you're commenting on people's pictures, I don't comment on a picture unless it is less than 72 hours old, because what happens is that I don't want them to think I'm some creep like stalking their page. So Facebook, the way it does it, only populates things into news feeds like less than 3 days. You'll see things. You don't really see anything older than that. So those are the things that I comment on. And I'm sincere. Like, if it's a cute picture of their family, I say like, oh my God, your kids are adorable. You know, if they went and saw a movie last night, I'll comment and say, how was the movie? Did you like it? I'm thinking about seeing it. Be real. Don't just put like nice on every picture. Like, you wanna make it sincere, and you wanna build a relationship. You want them, when they see your comment, to pop in your head and go, oh yeah, I forgot about her. What's she doing now? And maybe come to your page or start following you more closely. And if they're interacting with you on their pictures, you're gonna pop into their thread, or into their feed. Okay, so that's my first tab. My next tab is my hostesses, and these are all of my hostesses that I've ever had from day one. And I basically write down when they hosted. I'm writing down you know, if it qualified, if they became a presenter, and really essentially what this is going to do for me is it's going to be able to have me go back later on and go back to those hostesses if there's an opportunity special, a sponsoring special, or, you know, if I'm looking for new hostesses and it's been a year, I'll go back and I will ask those hostesses to host again, especially if they had a very successful party. So my next tab, it's hard for you to see, I think, is just who I owe credits to. I like to keep track of who I owe things to. So if I have a hostess and they don't have a qualifying party, but they were very active in their party, I will give them half off any item. And a lot of times they won't order it right away. So this is where I keep track of that. I just keep track of any time I owe anyone anything. If somebody in my VIP group wins something, that again goes in this tab. So my next tab is my potential presenters tab. And you can see I have lots of notes that I take here. Anytime that anyone expresses any kind of interest in joining, they go on this list, because here's the thing. You might have a conversation with somebody one time, they express interest, you ask them a few questions, and you get so busy that you just forget. It happens to me. I mean, really honestly, if in this business, you should be so busy that you forget about those people. But you don't want to forget about them forever. So write down, and what I do is I keep track of like when I last messaged them, what their response was. Maybe it's no, not right now, I'll talk to you in 6 months. Maybe it's, you know, I'm not interested at all. I have so many people on here. I have one that says, you know, I have some health problems I'm going through, you know, I just can't talk about it right now, but I'm actually very interested. So how I know them, what we've talked about, that goes in that tab. Okay, and this is my my last tab that I have in here right now. This is my need to order tab. So you can kind of see it. I got lots of notes in there. And this is the tab that you have somebody comment on a product. You're trying the liquid lipstick and somebody's like, oh my gosh, I need that. And you send them a message and you're like, oh, I'd love to get you some liquid lipstick. Here's our color options. You know, I think this color would look good on you. Which one do you want? And they say, oh, you know what? Not right now. I need to wait till I get paid. You probably forget about them a lot, right? Like they kind of go in, they're gone. Well, here I write down every single person and what they're interested in ordering, so that if we have a kudos on that, or if I'm running a personal special on that, I can go back and message that person and say, hey, I remember that you were interested in our liquid lipstick, and right now it's in our kudos. So I think that this would be a great time. If you're interested, let me know. It's not spammy, it's not gross. You remembered that they were interested in it, and you're just following up. That's what it is. So hopefully this has helped you guys. This has changed a lot of how I interact with people, and mostly that's what this binder has been for me. You should also have some other sort of system for follow-up, and that's a whole other system that I have. Again, I'm paper and pen. I do everything on paper and pen. I write it all down. I write down when they order, when I sent them a thank you email or message. I follow up with them within 2 weeks, so I make sure and document that. But however you're doing it, make sure you have some sort of organization. And if you don't have a way to be networking and communicating with your friends on Facebook or social media in general, you need to start a method. So that's all I got for you today. I hope this has helped, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.